What's going on, Macenites? Welcome back to Conan Exiles. Okay, so we are starting off again at the factory. So I really want to get most of this knocked out, and I feel like I'm gonna get quite a bit of headway done. Now, the reason most of my materials went away so fast last time, I gathered up the same amount, actually a little bit more, but I was doing the tower, and then I had to build a whole bunch of tier 2 foundations for that side wall down there to protect it from attack. So my mats are going to go a lot further this time than they did last time, and I'm really excited about that. Another thing is I wanted to make sure that, let me turn that chat off real fast, that way it's not popping up the whole time. I wanted to change this upper portion. I didn't like the way that it looked, and I think that I can do better. So by doing that, I have an idea. I think I want to be able to have like these door frames on either side, and I think that that's actually going to add a little bit of a unique flair to it. It's not going to be too crazy or too I don't know what the word is, but I just think that it's going to look a little bit better than it did. Definitely unique, definitely something different than I've ever done before. Oh, I crafted one too many. That's fine though. Perfect. Okay, so my thought process was this. What if I could put a door... No, this roof piece. If I could turn the roof piece, I might need... Yeah, I'm going to need 2 of those side triangular slope pieces. Okay, but I think that that will actually work. Let's see here. Can I do it... Well, there's several different ways that I could go about doing this little section right here. I could do... Oh, that means I'm going to have to go too tall. I really don't want to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this one. And then I guess I can remove these 2. And I'm hoping I do the same thing on the other side. And it will allow me to place what I was wanting to. Let's get rid of that. And these 2, like so. We'll go ahead and craft up. I need 2 of each of the sloped walls. Wait. Oh, that's sandstone. That's why. Oh, scared me there for a second. There's no way I ran out of materials already. Okay, where are these little boogers? Stone brick. Yes. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Go ahead and throw these on the hot bar. I don't need my pick. And we'll do that like that. So, outer face, and then 2. Why are you not snapping? Okay. Weird. Huh. That's not wanting to snap anywhere. Did it actually make them? Oh man, this has been buggy for the last couple of days, and I'm not really sure why. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. It's like I craft them and then they show up on the hotbar and then they're not actually there. So what if I try this again? Nope. Still not working. Okay. Can I make... let's just drop these. And drop that one again. And then, let's see here. Can I do... Yeah, I need 2 more. Right? Huh. Weird. It's like they never actually crafted. Well, I could be upset about the lost materials, but I'm not going to be. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Oh, dang it. I hate when that happens. Misplaced. Alright, that's fine. I'll get a little bit of the resources back. Take you like that, and then we will put these ceiling pieces up top. That, and like this. And yeah, perfect. Let's see how this looks from the outside. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Could be better. But you know, for the shape of the building, I think that that's going to work. More specifically because I couldn't really do anything else. And, you know, it's not half bad. It really isn't. I like it better than just having the squared off top. It adds a little bit more depth and dimension than previously. So, okay, cool. Now, the other thing I was thinking about doing, I was thinking about putting foundations here where these pillars are. Now, I also need to remove a couple of these walls so I'll not be encumbered anymore. But I was thinking about going up like, I don't know, a wall height and then just blocking these off. I don't like the fact that these are just pillars and that's all that there is right here. I think that that looks a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't match the flow and the bulkiness of the rest of the build and of the building. And if somebody came in and just started attacking these pillars, it's likely that the entire furnace area would just break. So I'm sure plenty of you guys have been thinking about that all along, saying, Macenator, what are you doing, man? That's not a base defense. It's crap. Yes, I know. I've been very aware of that from the very beginning. The problem is that when I first started off, I had to come in and rechange all of this because I put foundations down at the very first, and it did not line up with the building. It was off just a fraction because I went off of the main gate. Oh, dang it. I misplaced too. So I had to go back and I went off of the building out, and I got rid of all of those foundations that were taking up the middle here in the courtyard, which I actually end up liking better. But the problem is I just haven't gone in and fixed it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today as well. I'm not going to need nearly as many foundations as I needed on the other sections, so we should still be good on our mats like I was talking about. We can put this here. And this adds a little bit of an extra flair to the base, adds a little bit more protection. It makes a hallway as well to go into the wall, which will be good. And I can eventually put some thralls in there and stuff like that. So let me keep working on this a little bit. You guys get the gist of what I'm doing. I already have this one side almost done, so at least the layout's done. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and placed all of those walls over there. I filled in the gaps with the triangular sloped walls for the stairs. And then I decided to come over here and start placing some stairs and then some ceiling pieces to go over here and cover this section up. Now, I had a little bit of an idea to extend this and also add a little bit more texture and design to this area. I hate just building in a super boxy thing. I think you guys know that by now about me. So, yeah, I'm just not a fan. Let's see, can I do this without, like, killing myself? Yeah, okay, we're good. So what I was thinking was having these pieces here that just extend and make a little bit of an overhang. Now, what I would really like to do is do that right there. I think that that adds a little bit of dimension and depth to it. I mean, it's not... There's only so much you can do. You're limited by your building materials and your supplies and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's not bad. I don't like the fact that this has a gap on either side of it, but if you're looking at it from head on, it's really not that bad. I think it adds a little bit of a shelf to it. I could put some I could put some of the fences up around it, and I think that would add a little bit of a extra barrier. I could put a trebuchet there, or I could put some thralls there, and I think that that would add a little bit, you know, and that way the thralls would be able to shoot this direction. They wouldn't have to worry about it too much. I could go up one higher, but I don't know. I haven't quite decided if that's what I want to do yet or not. Now, right now, it's a weak spot in the defenses because I don't really have any thralls yet. So what I'm going to do until I'm able to come back and repair some of this stuff, or not repair it, but beef it up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and just add extra walls. Add a few extra walls there. On the other side, I'm not really worried about it, but for now, I think that that is our best bet. Now, something else that I've thought about doing is making a tower on the four corners. So, we're going to have a thrall in each one of these little window slots right in front of the base. That's not, I mean, people can shoot them out. That's not that big of a deal. Hopefully they won't, but there's always a possibility of it. Now, the other thing, I'm going to be adding thralls up top to the thrall building, but I'm thinking about putting a small tower here, maybe a small tower on the other corner, and then a tower the same size as the other tower on this opposite side over here, the parallel to it. So I think that that would be a good look. Now, what I want to go ahead and do right now is place a couple more of these walls so I can get this double wall effect going on. I like the look of that. I think it adds not only integrity but also style to the build itself, which is always a good thing. You don't ever want to have the exact same stuff. Actually, let me go ahead and zoom in because it's such tight quarters. There we go. Okay, let's do that there. But yeah, it adds a little bit of depth to it. I could change this out and have wood on either side, but I mean, we're at the factory. The factory is not supposed to be the most beautiful thing in the world. It's supposed to look good, but it's not. Yeah, it's not showmanship qualities, I guess. I mean, I'm proud of it, but I think you guys understand what I mean. Oh, dadgummit. Misplaced this stupid wall again. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing right here. I've got enough materials, I believe, to at least start a couple of the towers. I don't know if I'll be able to make all 3 of the remaining ones, but definitely make pretty good headway. Now, the thing is, because I'm not going to be able to finish all of this in one episode, I don't want to start all 3 of them at the same time. Mainly because I'm going to have to break the wall down a little bit in order to be able to place it. And that is something that is going to leave the base wide open for attack and raiding. And even though we haven't really experienced much of that at all, I'm leery of it. I'm leery of the fact that it could definitely be a thing. People could definitely come and attack us, and I don't like that one bit. So that's what we're just going to try and avoid at all cost. The other thing I want to go ahead and do is add some stairs up this direction to go to the first tower. Good there. I would like to have a spot where we can go out and check. We could check out the trebuchet. So my thought process was this: we could definitely take some ceiling tiles over, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't know how far we will be able to go, but it'll be a couple for sure. Let's see, the 1, 2, let's do 3. That, hopefully it'll make it all the way. If not, I'll have to come in with some pillars and do that. That is enough space right there, so technically we could go ahead and curve this over. Let's look at the bottom side and see if that's far enough or not. I like to zoom out. You guys know I like third-person view. Yeah, that's not bad. And I'll just extend that all the way. I'll need 1, 2, 3. I'll need 3 more of the ceiling tiles for that. And then I also have one more idea, since I've got a few extra stairs. We're going to need some more, of course, for the towers, but I think the only access point we're going to be using for the towers is actually this upper level here. So I don't think I'm going to have any access on the ground floor. And now I'm doing that for a reason. If somebody were to bust in, I want it to be a little bit more difficult for them to actually get to the thralls than it would be. Let's zoom in here. Than it normally would be. So let's go ahead and put a ceiling tile here. And let's go ahead and put a door frame. So since this is the thrall center, I was thinking the best place for... Why are you not snapping in place of this wall? Okay, cool. Can I place it right here? Why are you not... There we go. Oh man, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, but I was thinking, why not have access to the main thrall area from the wall? I mean, that would make sense if they're rushing up here. I know they don't actually do that yet. There was talk of that actually happening in game, but if that's the case, it would only make sense for them to be able to just rush up here and do it this way. So, let's go ahead and place these ceiling pieces here. It'll give us access to the wall. It'll also give access to the thralls to the wall if that eventually becomes a thing. Hopefully it does. I think that's going to add a really nice dynamic to the game. But I'm not really sure. So, Yeah, let's, I guess I could do stairs. Yeah, we'll do 2 stairs. Like that. And like that. Perfect. How does that look? That's not bad. It's really not that bad. I mean, thralls don't need that much room, right? I could just do a couple rooms in the back over there. Maybe a kitchen table in the center. Yeah. That's gonna look really good. It's gonna look really, really good. Okay, let's see here. Now, the only remaining thing that I really want to be focused on today is going ahead and starting one of these towers. So, I think the one that really needs it the most, Joss actually moved her base this direction. She is over here, where the big gate is. She is building up a bunch of different materials and stuff. That way she can go ahead and level up. So she's got the protection of this base for sure. She can always run in here if she runs into any issues. I'm not sure. Yeah. That's gonna work. I think that looks really good actually, or it's going to look good. So, yeah. Okay. Hey, there she is. She's got the alligator armor on. Looks like she's. What is she doing? Oh my. She's staring at a rock. She's punching. Okay, there we go. I was wondering what she was doing there for a second. Anyways, so I was thinking this extends a little bit already. So what would make sense is to go ahead and put a tower this direction and stick out just a little bit. That way it kind of encompasses the river, it encompasses her base, and then the other side of her base. Plus, we can have some thralls up top over here on this little walkway that I created, and then the tower over there, and then we already have the tower over there. So, I feel like the base defense is going to be pretty good once we get everything up. Right now, it's not that great. It's also going to be a lot better when we have some thralls. Now, since we're going to be primarily in the north, not only to check out all the new features and the new stuff, which is a lot more exciting than all of this. I mean, yeah, I really like to build. I'm going to be building up there as well, but at the same time, it's a completely different field. It's a completely different dynamic. It's a completely different map, basically. So that's going to be more fun, but we're going to need this place for resources, like I was talking in the last episode. So we need to keep this place fortified. We need to keep the thralls down here to protect it while we are gathering resources until I'm able to find something really cool up there. I don't believe we have decay on, so this base should be fine, especially if I come back, I don't know, every couple days. I'm probably going to need to do that early on in the beginning anyways, so that's not going to be a bad thing. It's becoming nighttime, so let me go ahead and craft up a couple more materials, and then I'll be able to start one of the towers. And I'm thinking the one I want to go ahead and start the most is probably this front tower right here. Now, I'm going to have to be a little bit creative with how I do it, since there's not that much space between here and that plateau right there. And I need to make sure that people can't jump from the plateau over. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic for sure. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I was playing around with this a little bit, and there was no way for me to go ahead and build this tower in this front section without completely covering off this section right here. Now, when I very first started this base, I didn't realize that that's what was going to happen. Now, am I really causing that much of an issue? No, not really. I mean, it's still a walkway. It's still part of my base. I'm not closing off the thrall camp. They can always go down the river and up. It's actually a straighter shot. So it's not that big of a deal. I don't feel like I'm breaking any of the rules or anything like that by having my base this close to this cliff right here. That being said, it's also really difficult to not close it off like I was saying. So I feel like this might be the best solution for what we've got with just an extra little wall. I want to test it out. I could place thralls here. I mean, there's going to be thralls up here on this little ledge where my cursor is. I don't really feel like I need to go ahead and add a couple more. Maybe I can do something a little bit different, maybe a little bit better, with some ceilings right in here to make it look good, and maybe tie in actually with the roof that's on the main base back there. That actually might be helpful, but what I want to do is test to see if people can run from here and jump and make it to that wall. So here we go. Okay, so yes, you can. Now, what is a good line of defense for being able to do that. I guess the best thing would be to have archers. Yeah. Maybe that's my best bet. Maybe I put 2 door frames. Like one here instead of this wall. Yeah, we'll do one here and one there for this corner section. And this, I believe, will deter people from coming over. Because if you get hit, you will take damage. You will not. You will fall, especially if you're trying to climb. So that's going to be a good base defense right there. Let me see if there's anything I can do with some actual ceiling pieces, though. Or not ceiling pieces, but the roof pieces. Let's take a look at this right here. We'll do 2 of these, maybe 2 of these. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Actually, let me go ahead and switch that over to my hotbar. Like so. Do 1 like this. That won't. Okay, what about 5? That's not gonna work either. Oh, man. Now, on the modded server, we had roof pieces that would allow us... They were like corner pieces, I believe. And they would actually help out a lot. But we don't have that here, and that kind of sucks. What is the best way that I could do this? Huh. Interesting. That one won't post, but the other one will. Can I go all the way up this direction? Maybe. Well, it's not letting me do that. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to have to play around with that now. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't really like the way that looks either. Oh, crap, man. Okay. What if we do 2 more? Maybe that'll work? No, it won't. We already tried that. Okay, what does this look like? Oh, that looks stupid. That looks really, really stupid. Let me show you guys this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not pretty at all. Huh. Ooh. I liked it better when it was just the wall. Yikes. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to play around with this, but I have run out of time for the episode today. So, when we come back, I will do something a little bit different with this. I will have this figured out, for sure. And we will start working on the other 2 towers, because we're definitely going to have towers for those. And yeah, I hope you guys have liked the episode. Make sure and hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.